Man can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, will point to God. Big numbers, 100-minute bag.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
This is it. 18. Check 48. The mic. Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch the screen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. But he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 37-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Steelers take over.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up. 6 by 56. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They run with Pumphrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And to give this time to the tailback. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And Thomas has it. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
The tackle made by Mike Hilton. Brings up 3rd
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
I know you feel that.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. They'll try the air now with Watson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he will have a touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Texans push further out in front. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing, because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts.
Yo.
As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Escape, and he goes down. The Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll set up a throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 15 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Yeah.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never wanted to make something more important.
What the hell hitting like no?
Right, I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. They'll run again with Pumphrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Y'all niggas hitting too soft for me, man.
At the 38-yard line.
I'm trying to take something off the top.
Pickup, 1st down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the hole and run off a bunch more plays.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside.
You don't gotta be like that, bro.
23 yards on the play. They'll run it now with Pumphrey.
I don't know.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I was talking about the post office.
The second half is
That's what you get to like now and
Other stuff they
The
do.
last one got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7.
Saint.
Oh, no, don't play.
You ain't gotta be like that.
Just inside the 10.
You said what?
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Ah, shit, that bitch. Stop downloading on the nigga. I went on delete that bitch.
When you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in
One at a time.
and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head.
No, he can't. He was telling me something about
Get your ass up under there, man.
he couldn't connect.
I don't know. Brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Yeah, they said something about PlayStation.
It's Pumphrey, and he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about
Mine
all.
said something about PlayStation. Then mine
They'll
said
say no
second
gain
down.
on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
One big ass Draco.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw.
Nigga, wait till it
Woo!
starts raining.
You supposed to jump that.
Steelers touchdown.
I said just wait till like the different weather.
As
Them
his
mother-
guys
them
are
mother start
back
real, bro.
within a single score.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in a season, that's usually counted as a pretty good year.
And CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him
I
now.
don't remember,
That's
bro.
something you really have to
I just started back playing.
That's
I'm
a
on the
good
level 11.
production.
Boswell now to kick it away
So-
after the touchdown.
But they supposed to give you like a shotgun
The
or a
Spirit
rifle
a
in
few
the
yards into the
pistol
end
if you got the
zone.
bumper, bro.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25.
You
at the
probably,
24
hurry on
yard
one.
line.
And then if you don't got it, you probably got to go to the, either to the post office or to the dollar store to pick it up.
Let's go put some points on this boat, man.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
You said what?
On 1st down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well,
Okay,
he's
niggas
really
love
effective
them, bro.
running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Come on.
Now a handoff here to his
Good
running
tackle,
back.
boy.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big
One big ass Draco.
Up third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run
Little
and
ass
flies in like a
Draco.
missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
I got good hands on that, man.
And to give this time to the tailback.
Nothing.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Oh, maybe I don't
The
know.
extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Bust down, rolling, on the ball.
Texans
Same
also
thing.
get a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Bowman got bit by a snake, man.
Knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
You hear me, what?
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple
Almost
minutes
got bit by a
off the clock
snake,
here
boy.
already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half
Right,
go? Because
kid.
it looks like it's drying up a little bit
Have
here.
him on with the
Someone
money,
made some
yeah, just
adjustments,
cover
it
the cover.
appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd down, Watson. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Bowman got poison, bro.
And touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point put through by Succop, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Bro, slowly dying.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for. They got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves on the field.
And now here's Switzer, the target, and he's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually...
It's just light horse with the engine.
Yeah, not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it.
Oh, he broke that? My goodness.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Pumphrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
With a big ass Draco.
Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
I'm about to die, Wade.
Ah. Supposed to have been a big hit.
Yeah, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. back to throw here on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll drop the throw. Here it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
That's my fault. Tripping. Hitting all these goddamn buttons.
He's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. He'll drop to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this
drive. Do it again.
And finally, I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal.
56, 56. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Plus 56.
Back to throw here. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Hey. I got your bitch in the head.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Head.
Get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Watson's going to throw it here. Going deep here for Still. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
He's back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
I'm finna rip Juju bitch ass.
Before reaching the 45-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
So holy.
Smith-Schuster, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another
It's
first down
routes.
as the stop's made at the
Let's
Texans'
see what 40
35.
finna do about that.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
No, I got this one.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Washington's got it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw.
Thank you.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. He's at the 50, the 40.
Hey, wait.
They will score a pick 6 for the Texans team. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
One more extra point attempt for good measure.
Bro, where's this nigga way at, man?
He just walked away.
Huh?
He just walked away.
Oh, man.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Houston, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at